Struggling with healthy meal prep? Think it's too complex or time-consuming? You're not alone. Many of us feel daunted by the idea of preparing meals for the whole week. The shopping, the chopping, the cooking, it can all feel a bit overwhelming. And let's not forget the struggle of figuring out portion sizes and nutritional balance. However, these concerns often stem from common misconceptions about meal prepping. It's not about slaving away in the kitchen for hours on end or needing a degree in nutrition to get it right. In fact, meal prepping is a time-saving strategy designed to make your life easier. It helps you save money by cutting down on impulsive takeouts and ensures you're feeding your body the right foods. But today, we'll debunk these myths and guide you through a simple, step-by-step process to meal prep. So, get ready to take the first step towards a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. So what exactly is meal prep and why should you consider it? Meal prep, short for meal preparation, is simply the act of planning, preparing, and packaging meals and snacks in advance. It's like having your own personal chef, but in this case, you're the star of the kitchen. Now, why should you consider it? Let's break it down. Firstly, it is a real game changer for weight management. By preparing your meals in advance, you take control of what you eat, how much you eat, and when you eat. This makes it easier to stick to your health goals and resist the temptation of impromptu takeouts. Secondly, meal prep is a wonderful way to put portion control into practice. You decide the size of your meals, preventing overeating. Lastly, it helps reduce food waste. You only buy and cook what you need, promoting a more sustainable lifestyle. So, with these benefits in mind, let's dive into the process. The first step to a successful meal prep is planning. Just as an architect wouldn't start building without a blueprint, you shouldn't start meal prepping without a plan. This includes considering what your body needs nutritionally, incorporating your personal taste preferences, and accommodating any dietary restrictions you might have. Imagine planning for a road trip. You wouldn't just hop in your car and start driving, would you? No, you'd map out your route, prepare for unexpected detours, and pack snacks for the journey. The same principle applies to meal planning. Now let's talk about the value of a shopping list. A well-thought-out list is your roadmap to the grocery store. It helps you navigate the aisles efficiently, ensures you have all the ingredients you need, and prevents you from making impulse purchases. So, before you start chopping and cooking, sit down and plan. Remember, a good plan will make the rest of your meal prep journey much smoother. Armed with your plan, it's time to hit the grocery store. You've got your list, you've got your reusable bags, and you're ready to conquer the aisles. But how do you choose the freshest and healthiest ingredients? Well, let's dive in. First off, let's talk about produce. Seasonal fruits and vegetables not only taste better, but they're often less expensive and more nutrient-dense too. So, swap out those strawberries in December for some juicy oranges or crisp apples. You'll save some pennies and your taste buds will thank you. Now onto the matter of food labels. They can be a bit of a puzzle, right? But don't worry, it's not as complicated as it seems. Look for items with short ingredient lists where you can recognize most, if not all, of the items. And remember, just because something is labeled as natural or low-fat, doesn't necessarily mean it's the healthiest choice. Check the sugar, sodium, and saturated fat content before making your decision. When it comes to protein, whether you're a carnivore, vegetarian, or somewhere in between, opt for lean sources. Think skinless chicken breast, fish, tofu, or beans. And if you're going for meat, choose cuts with minimal visible fat. And let's not forget about grains. Whole grains are the way to go. They're packed with fiber, which can help keep you feeling full and satisfied. So, choose brown rice over white, and whole grain bread instead of the white fluffy kind. Now what about buying in bulk? It's a great way to save money, especially for pantry staples like rice, pasta, and canned goods. Just be sure to store them properly to maintain their freshness. And remember, the outer perimeter of the grocery store is usually where you'll find the freshest and least processed items. So make that your first stop. With your nutritious ingredients in hand, you're ready for the next step: cooking. Now comes the fun part: cooking and storing your meals. Let's talk about cooking methods that preserve both nutrients and flavor. Steaming is a top contender. This method cooks your food without removing any nutrients. It's great for veggies and fish. Plus, you can add herbs and spices to the steaming water for an extra kick of flavor. Roasting is another excellent option. It brings out the natural sweetness in vegetables and gives your protein a nice, crispy exterior. Just remember to use a little bit of high-quality oil to prevent sticking and enhance flavor. Now, onto portion control. It's not just about eating less, it's about eating right. A balanced meal should have a mix of lean protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. For instance, fill half your plate with veggies, a quarter with lean protein like chicken or tofu, and the remaining quarter with whole grains or starchy vegetables. And let's not forget about the importance of diverse meals. Eating a variety of foods ensures you're getting a wide range of nutrients, so try not to eat the same thing every day. Mix it up. Swap out chicken for fish or quinoa for brown rice. The more colors on your plate, the better. Now, to the final step, storing your meals. Proper food storage is key to maintaining freshness and preventing cross-contamination. Always cool your cooked food at room temperature before refrigerating. Use clear, airtight containers so you can easily see what's inside. Store raw and cooked food separately to avoid cross-contamination. And remember, your fridge isn't a time machine. Even in the fridge, food won't last forever. So plan to eat your prepped meals within 3 to 4 days, and there you have it, a week's worth of healthy meals ready to go. So that's how you can master healthy meal prep in a few simple steps. We've plotted a roadmap from planning your meals, navigating the grocery store, to the kitchen where the magic happens, and finally, storing your nutritious creations. The beauty of meal prepping lies in its simplicity and the numerous benefits it offers: portion control, time saving, and guaranteed healthy meals. Remember, healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated. With a bit of planning and prep, you can enjoy balanced, delicious meals all week long. Happy prepping!